Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to play the probably cheapest deck to ever be viable inside of Clash Royale. We have 2.4 Goblin Drill Cycle. I really don't think I ever saw a deck cheaper than this at top ladder. Maybe sometimes in the past there were like a couple 2.3 minor cycle decks when like Firecracker was really broken on release with the evolution. But that's about it though. So yeah, this deck is 2.4 cycle. And you have such a cheap cycle because of the Berserker and the Bomber and stuff, and having such a cheap cycle just allows you to get so many drills on the map throughout the game, which can just get you really nice wins, because you can just basically constantly spam your opponent, whereas they're kind of just busy defending the whole time. Pretty good defense right there. This guy might have a balloon deck, which is going to be kind of interesting, because as you guys can see here, we actually don't have any air countering cards. We do have, you know, units that can pull the balloons, such as the cannon, the goblin drill, but not too much. Also nice, we do get a drill to the side. Yeah, so usually if I know my opponent's going to predict the drill in the front, I go for my drill to the side, so it gets on the tower or forces out some more elixir. But ideally, I do play my drill in the front most of the time, because that way you're able to just have the highest chance of getting those goblins right on the tower. No! Oh, thank goodness, okay. Guys, we also do have another trick up our sleeve that we can try later in this game, and that's if we use the cannon right where I just placed it there, and then I use a drill right in front of my king tower. You can actually pull the balloon to your king tower. Now, the only issue is that when the balloon is not being tanked for, it just dies before it activates your king tower. But if he gets like a giant skeleton with that, or like a, you know, miner, then we can actually do it, because the balloon will not die before it drops that bomb on the king tower. So yeah, we could try that later in this game. You just have to be so aggressive with this deck, because if you play passive, sometimes your defense can falter a little bit, I guess is the word. I'm not really sure. Fire Spirit! Nice! Oh my gosh, bro! To the moon! What the heck? Oh my gosh, man. Guys, we might get our king up right here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Wait, that better go to my king. Nice, it goes to our king, guys. Let's go. That's exactly what we needed. And Fire Spirit plus the snowball easily kills minions. He does go in for a balloon as well, but he has no minions to support. And my gosh, guys, how did we just dominate a whole air-based deck? Okay. Balloon, excuse you. Now we're chilling. But how do we just dominate a whole air-based deck with no air counters? That is kind of funny. We're up against a Dagger Duchess player right now, which is not really a great sign. It probably means he has some sort of beatdown deck. But in this case, it actually could be a spam deck. Maybe going to be recruits. No, it's going to be Mega Knight. Okay. Well, we could just get the poison down on the Archer Queen. This will be kind of interesting, actually, because we have a lot of distraction since our cycle is so quick, but at the same time, we don't have a lot of heavy HP troops, so I don't actually know how we'll do. Alright. Yay, Mega Knight first play. Love to see that. Nice, bro. Mega Knight 5 seconds in the game, dude. Good job. Good job, bro. Yeah, Mega Knight the bridge 5 seconds in the game. Sounds like a good idea. That is a great idea, man. Alright, well, I think we lost already, guys. I mean, I could have probably defended that better. I went for a Fire Spirit trying to kill the minions, but it kind of pulled the Mega Knight in a funny way, which is what made me take all of that damage, unfortunately. I guess we'll just go for a Goblin Drill right here. We just need some pressure, you know? Just need a little bit of damage here. For sure. Yo, this bomber will actually get a little bit of damage. Okay. We got a little bit of damage, guys. And we do have our Evo Snow in cycle as well, which could be a pretty nice thing, maybe. We're gonna also get our king up right here, too. Nice! That was really good defense right there, guys. And we have our king up, which, yeah, will help ever so slightly in this matchup. It's already kind of late, though. That's the only issue. Would have liked to get my king up a little bit earlier, I feel like. It's all good, though. Nice Berserker, nice! Guys, we did so much damage to his tower as well. Nice, we blocked the prince. Nice, guys, we're actually winning right now. We could win this matchup. I'm just gonna drill to make a Mega Knight over there. Yes, drill bomber, drill bomber. Nice! That's damage. I think I will just let the Mega Knight go to my tower, honestly. Nice, and the cannon goes straight on the prince. Well, we actually pull back a wall breaker with the drill. Guys, I think we just had the comeback of a lifetime here. Let's just go for the drill. Wait, did he just zap my king tower? Nice, dude. We got like Mega Knight first played, but yet we still came back. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, with this deck, you know, a good offense means your defense will usually be better. Like, you have to actually pressure your opponent a lot to just divert their attention from being able to fully attack you. That's usually how this deck is going to work best. So you want to make sure you really keep up a lot of pressure when you're playing this Goblin Drill spam deck. Very nice chip right there, actually. Bomber might be able to splash the tower, too. Nice! Let's go. What a shot right there. Oh, snap. He does have the boss bandit. He's probably going to pop the ability in a second right here. No! Oh, my. Bro, where was your ability? No, guys, I was talking with Jinxie about this on his stream earlier because the other day, well, last night I did a stream with him. I was playing with him, Riley, and some others on ladder, and we were saying, like, bro, sometimes the opponent just plays so bad that you can't predict it. Like, there's no reason you wouldn't ability right there. So how am I supposed to expect that? it's gonna go like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Dude, I swear some people just play so bad, it's impossible to predict them, like... I don't know. Alright, we're gonna get the Evo Snowball here, which actually is gonna reset the Sparky. I don't really know why the Evo Snowball resets the Sparky, to be honest. I feel like there's not too much logic in that, but I'm happy, because we don't really like Sparky too much around here. Now, he could Wizard. Yeah, I was expecting he would Wizard. Honestly, a very good Wizard for him here. Can't really do much about that. A little bit of Goblin, you know, stabs and stuff, though. We do have our Evo Cannon here if we need it for something. Actually, guys, I don't know how I feel about the, Boss Bandit in his deck. I feel like that could get pretty annoying, actually. Yeah, the Boss Bandit definitely could get on our nerves. Yeah, it could get on our nerves quite a bit, I think. He actually does decide to get the split push going right here, which is interesting. Yeah, our cycle's so quick, so as you guys can see here, we're just trying to get a ton of stuff down right now. Oh my gosh. No! Bro. Holy moly, I just don't trust these cards. Oh my gosh, the Spark... Nothing went there to the Sparky. Every single one of my cards just failed me. Nothing decided, hey, maybe there's a full HP Sparky there. Okay, not full HP, 1 HP Sparky, actually. No, but no, none of my cards decided, hey, maybe it'd be a good idea to go help Ian out. Go take down that 1 HP Sparky. Nobody thought of that idea? Are you flipping joking with me, or... Low-key, that was a decent snowball there. Nice, our Berserker stays alive. Okay, guys, we have a chance here still just because, you know, we could poison cycle onto his Sparkies and stuff. I don't know. Nice! That's a little bit of damage there. Not bad. I gotta stop this one minion. Alright, guys, now, it gets scary here around this time, usually. He is going for a double lane push. Interesting. I'm not gonna overcommit with my poison cycles, though. I'm gonna make sure I'm kind of passive with that. Dude, it's really the Boss Bandit that's annoying me here, though, for sure. Oh, no. Normally when I'm playing a Goblin Drill deck, I'm a little bit more passive, but because our cycle is so quick, I'm actually gonna go for the Bomber Drill first play. Because normally I don't like to drill first play since the drill decks usually have, for example, the Mighty Miner or something like that. So if they go for like a ghost on your drill, then you have to commit that Mighty Miner. You spend a whole 8 elixir for that 3 elixir. But when you have Berserker, it's just so cheap, so you can pretty easily get away with the aggressive goblin drills. Oh, this guy is Musketeer. I think it's probably just going to be Balloon right here. Ooh, this matchup is going to be pretty rough, actually. I mean, there's some good things about it and some really bad things about it. The good part is that, well, at least we have, like, Snowball to push back the Balloon and stuff, but the bad part is that we don't really have any air defense. That was kind of a bad miner, though. I think he was trying to predict my cannon, but I guess I placed my cannon a little bit differently than he expected. Now, even though we're going to defend the Balloon here, guys, we still take the death damage, which is, like 300 damage plus to our tower, so even if we defend the Balloon, if we don't fully destroy that death bomb as well, putting it away from our tower, that's still bad, so not feeling too hot right here. I'm actually going to go for a drill like so. I don't know if the Balloon will actually get to our King Tower, guys. We could go for the cannon like so, and sometimes the Balloon does activate your King Tower like this, but I think the Balloon is probably going to die too early. Yeah, see if we do that next time, guys, and the Balloon has like a miner tanking for it, it could actually go to our King Tower, potentially. Now, our cycle is really quick here, so I'm not really too scared about getting out-cycled, which is the good thing about this. We do also have to watch out, though, guys, because we know he's going to get the Evolved Musketeers going pretty soon, I'm sure. Very nice Bomber Splash. Oh, what the heck is that miner? Interesting miner. Man, I could have got a Snowball on the Evo Skellies. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I barely face Evo Skellies at all nowadays, so sometimes I don't really think about it much. He does get the Evo Musketeer, but I'm okay with that, honestly. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Can we avoid death damage, though, is the question. Nice, we do. Nice, we get a poison there. Beautiful poison on everything. Nice prediction skeletons as well on the miner right there. I mean, we do have our Evo Snowball, so I think we're okay. Wait, can we take no death damage, please? Nice. Okay, I'm just going to go in for a drill right here, guys. We can't get our king up right now because there's nothing tanking for the Balloon, so there's really no point. Oh, that's getting death damage, dude. It's so annoying, man. At least our bomber got some chip right there, I believe, though. Yeah. I mean, as long as he doesn't get to another... If he doesn't get to another Evo Musketeer, I feel like we'll be okay, but he probably will get to it. It's only a matter of time. Alright, we get a nice Snowball once again. This time we take no death damage. Bro, how does he already have Evo Skellies back, man? Okay, we got a little bit of chip in there. Just a little bit. Okay, come on, go for your miner. Nice, I knew he'd go for it. We can just get a Evo Snowball. Is that going to be enough, though? That should be enough. That should be enough. Kind of a bad Ice Golem by him. Ooh, he does go for an inside miner this time. Oh no, I think we're taking death damage either way. Yeah, we are. Wait, the Goblin! Guys, look at the Goblin! Nice! Honestly, I will say, the thing that this guy's doing well is that he's not giving us our King Tower activation that we want to get. I'll give him that much. Nice, we catch his miner once again. I'm just going to go for a drill kind of low. I kind of doubt this will get our king up. Wait, guys, we can actually snowball it into our king. Nice! We should get our king up right here. And guys, this cannon placement always pulls Loon, by the way. Unless it gets pushed by like an air card. It looks like it's not going to pull for a second usually, but then it always does in the end. And then we can just poison here. We have our Evo Snowball still in cycle because we're probably going to need to pull off a pretty clutch defense right here with it. But man, you guys can see these Berserkers are also doing a great job of catching the miner. I feel like miner can be really hard to catch sometimes, but when you have Berserker, it's just so cheap. It's really quick and stuff, so it seems to always get the job done. Also, we're always predicting the exact placement of his miner too, it feels like. Nice, all we have to do now is snowball the tower, and despite having no air targeting cards, man, we just dominate this guy. Berserker does take us the win. Nice, let's go. We're facing a Cannoneer tower. It's always good to face Cannoneer with Goblin Drill, and I feel like a lot of people are running Cannoneer in this meta, so it's actually quite a decent time to be running the Drill. And also, guys, I feel like with this drill deck, you're able to usually counter the minor poison decks pretty well in this meta. Just because of how quick our cycle is, we're able to stop them pretty easily. And minor is definitely played a lot right now, so it's good to have for sure. Probably just gonna go for a late snowball here on the goblin. No, not goblin. I meant to say skeleton barrel. My bad. I was gonna say goblin barrel for a second. Normally these decks, like the one we're facing right now, are just so annoying because they constantly get positive elixir trades and just wreck you in single elixir. But I feel like here our deck is also really cheap, so I think we might be able to keep up with him pretty decently. Now we do have no log though. That's the only issue, but I think we'll be okay. And even if he goes for like a gang, we have the bomber, so we have mostly everything we need. However, his deck is just so broken that you still never know what could happen. The main thing we have to watch out for is the Evo Skelly. Yeah, like right now, I literally just have to get my drill down. That better not splash my tower. Oh my gosh, is that going to get on my tower? Okay, luckily it doesn't. Guys, that was actually quite a good play there, that defensive drill. I don't know if everyone would have done that, but it's very important to not let the evolved Skelly Barrels get to your tower. Nice, very good defense so far. We took only a skeleton barrel death damage, and that's pretty much it. And as you guys can see here, we have yet to go for pretty much a single drill, except one time, which you kind of have to do in this matchup in single. You can't really go for many drills at all, because they just will go for like a gang. Then if you snowball it, they're going to Skelly Barrel to pressure. You're just going to get so many negative elixir trades. However, I will go in now finally, just because we got a really good Evo cannon, and it is double elixir, so we'll be okay. Can't really get a great poison down. It's okay, though. We get a skeletons here on the Evo Dart. Nice, the tower got on the Evo Dart there. Honestly, I didn't even realize this guy would actually have the Skelly King, so that'll be interesting to deal with, for sure. Nice Fire Spirit, man. Dude, that Skelly King was annoying. Wow, I can't believe that Skelly King got that much damage, guys. I guess we're going to have to play this maybe a little bit more like a poison type of cycle instead of actually getting too many drills down. Because as you can see, the moment I went in for my first drill, that's when I just took a ton of damage. But before that, I was just doing fine. You know, I actually don't want to play the Evo Cannon, guys. I kind of want to get some more value out of it, using it maybe on like a Dart Goblin. Nice! Nice, man! And that's going to pull back the Skelly Barrel. I kind of misplaced the drill, not going to lie, but it doesn't even matter. Nice, we still make him log there. See, that was so good to save the Evo Cannon right there. That really put us in the spot we need to be in. Alright, let's get this down. Nice, that pulls back the Skelly Barrel. Come on, Evo Snow. Oh, the Skelly Barrel evolution was able to take out the goblins right there, but we still got the damage we needed. I think the biggest risk for us here is the Skelly King. I think the Skelly King getting its ability charged up is our biggest, I guess, I don't know, liability maybe that we have to worry about. We can actually snowball this back. I'm even going to poison on this Skelly King. Nice poison value. Yeah, we're just being over-defensive. I'd rather spend more elixir over-defending than to try to be too aggressive when I'm already up a lot of damage. Yeah, so we can just go in for that drill here. We're absolutely manhandling this guy, man. He does get the Skelly King predict. I didn't really need to go in for this drill, but I know I'm going to be able to get away with it. Oh yeah, the Evo Cannon value once again is really coming in clutch. Wow, we killed almost his entire Skelly Barrel as well. And he can't get another Skelly King when one is already on the field, so he's going to kind of just struggle to defend this drill here, I think. Gonna just Fire Spirit. Oh, that got on my tower. A little bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. Just gonna poison the floor. Get a bomber down for the Goblin Gang. I feel like if we defend this Skelly King, I think we probably are just gonna have this one in the bag. Let's go for a Fire Spirit. Fire Spirit's really nice in this deck for the splash damage, and it gives a little bit more pressure than Ice Spirit as well. Wow, that is such a good poison right there. Evo Cannon. Wow, the goblins might just take the entire tower right now. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, that is going to be game over.